And welcome back to part two of what I hope will be an American flag cookie. As you can see, the cookie has come out of the oven. It has baked in the Lodge casserole dish, the cast iron casserole dish. It rose nicely. I was not worried about that part at all. I have made this cookie recipe many times. Oh, good. And I hope I'm not overthinking this or not trying to overdo this, but I want to take this out of the pan, flip it, and remove the parchment paper from the bottom before I actually decorate the top with the flag design. So here's hoping this works. All right, my hope is to get this thing, let's move it, there we go, carefully. And I don't want to knock this thing over onto the floor. Oh good, that was easier than I thought. Let's move this hot pan out of the way. Yeah. There we go. And now for the other part. I can move this out of the way too. Here we are. So now it is currently... Okay, so here's the part where, as best as I can, flip it. Hope I didn't ruin it. Wow. Okay, so far so good. That takes care of that. And now finally, one last time. Aha! And there we go. Now all I have to do is center it carefully. There we go. Haha. By Jove, it worked. This thing is hot enough that, that I'm not even sure if I have to put it back in the oven. My plan now, nom nom nom. My plan now is to, well, as I mentioned, to decorate this with the flag design and then pop it into a 200-degree oven in order to soften these melting chocolates. Well, they're vanillas, they're not chocolates. These things. So that I can spread them out and make actual stripes. Well, all we can do is get started and see if it works. This is the not so exciting part. So if folks feel they want to move along, they certainly can do so. Because at this point, it is really no more than just connecting the dots, so to speak. So far, I've got there, 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 and there. Yeah, this looks like it should be about enough, so that won't take very long. But yeah, as I said, these are those melting candies. They're not chocolate, unfortunately. They're vanilla, but I don't think anybody will mind that. And they have been chilling in the fridge, so they definitely need to be softened. Not sure if it's possible that the heat of this cookie might soften them to the melting point, but as I said, my initial plan, which I might do anyway, is to simply put these into a 200-degree oven in order to properly soften them and spread them out like frosting. There we go. So far, so good. So it looks like, interestingly enough, this may give 9. I believe there's supposed to be 13 stripes, but, well, even if I get only like about 9 stripes, I don't think anybody will really mind that. After all, it's not meant to be an absolutely accurate portrayal of the flag. You know, just close enough. Because, as I said already, I am no artist. No, and if anybody disagrees with that, no, I simply do not have that kind of artistic talent. On the other hand, I have to say, this looks like it is looking nice already. Hey, Mercy and Deb. Well, yeah, I do hope you are having fun there in the chat, because I will fully admit this is the boring part here. Nonetheless, at least this doesn't require a lot of brain work. It's pretty simple. Yeah. All right, and white. Besides, there are worse ways to spend a Sunday evening. And if I can actually get this thing to work, well, like I said, I will be quite happy. Heck, I should definitely take a picture just when I'm done laying out these candies. Well, I have a pound each of these things. And yeah, with any luck, there should be enough. I mean, there's definitely enough blue because the blue is already done. Anyway, let me see. No nuts, William. As I said, I am unfortunately not able to see the chat. What kind of candy are these colorful things? These are vanilla melting candies. These things that you can buy in the baking section at Wally World. I admit I got it at Wally World. But of course, any decent store with an arts and crafts section like Michael's. In fact, Michael's would probably have better quality of these things, because these things are vanilla flavored. I'm not sure if they have them in chocolate flavored. But even so, I don't think anyone will mind. As you can see, the idea wasn't too difficult. It was only a matter of buying these things. If I wanted to be fancy, I could have made my very own melting chocolate, but I am not that fancy. The recipe was hard enough, but on the other hand, is a very easy recipe. And as I've said many times, I'm quite proud of that cookie recipe. Even though all I really did was take your fairly generic skillet cookie recipe and tweak it a little bit to make it my own. And I do feel the results are quite satisfactory. Hopefully there will be enough. I think so. Yeah, because if this turns out to be 8 rows, then you know, it does look like these things. No, I'm not sure if they're melting or it might just be the humidity in the air. It is a very humid July summer evening here in New York. It is raining, and it's expected to be raining for the next, well, again, until at least until Tuesday. The last time we had rain like this, I checked my basement and was very pleased to see that my basement remained completely dry. I will still check it again just to be safe. Yeah, from the looks of it, I guess, unless I want a white stripe on the bottom, apparently 8 rows will be enough. It looks like I will have enough candy to make the whole thing, fortunately. So, just a matter of being patient. Considering that this is probably going to take as long as it did to lay down all those vegetable slices a couple of weeks ago when we made ratatouille. On the other hand, as you can see, we are making progress. Well, we are more than halfway done, in fact. So just a matter of just continue being patient. Besides, if you want to just simply watch the replay and then fast forward through this, there's no reason not to. Alright, I guess I could talk about things like, as I posted on Facebook and my YouTube community section, I succumbed to temptation today. Got myself a Weber kettle grill, which I have never had one of those before. I have done some Dutch oven coal cooking, but actually cooking on my own grill is going to be a new experience for me, and I'm quite looking forward to it. Anyway, I finally succumbed to the temptation of grilling. And I am looking forward to doing it. Making things like smoked meats, pulled pork, barbecue brisket, and also, I'm really looking forward to making pizzas in this kettle grill. Little by little. I am definitely not going to give up cast iron in favor of grilling. I mean, after all, I have my entire collection yet. But I'm definitely looking forward to the experience of doing some grilling. All my life, I had lived in apartments with no open flame rules. Yeah, this is probably going to be the last row, I think. Which means it's going to be a white stripe on the bottom. Oh well. As I said, no one will mind. Anyway, I want to melt this and attempt to actually use a knife and spread this out like frosting to make better looking stripes. I hope I don't ruin it when I try that. Which is why we only have about a minute or so to go before the next step. Which again is I'm going to pop this into a 200-degree oven for a little bit in order to soften these candy melts. Yeah, this doesn't look bad. 8 rows. I was thinking 9 rows, but I guess it's not going to fit that way. Oh well. could try to force it, but there's really no need to. I should be satisfied with what we see here. Ta-dum! There we go. Meow to all, Elsie's cat. There we go, that wasn't so bad. Now, of course, before I go any further, just in case I do something wrong, who, me? Never. Why is this thing not unlocking? There we go. Where's the, oh, there it is, the camera app on this thing. Let's take a couple pictures, shall we? There we go. And having done that, carefully, into the oven we go. Now that is only a 200-degree oven below the boiling point. And I brought back out the large casserole pan just so that folks could have some cast iron to look at. I won't buy ice cream, making him have fruit if he wants rewards. Sounds like you've got a kid. But yeah, I brought out the large casserole pan for folks to look at. It is a 9x13 cast iron casserole pan. Since really no other way to describe it. It has the modern large handles that they put on all of their bakeware series. It is, of course, an exceptionally useful baking dish in this size. Of course, you could use it pretty much for anything. You could use it for just like a skillet, and because there's no reason not to. Hi, Cast Iron Fanatic. Hi, CI Fan. Hello, Cynthia Wesley as well. So, and anyway, I'm hoping I only need to have that in the oven for a few minutes because I'm not trying to bake those melting chocolates. I'm only trying to soften them to the point where they begin to melt. And hopefully that should only be another couple of minutes or so, or at least I hope so. Okay, and yes, I will see you later as well, Marcy B. Appreciate everybody who has stopped by. As I said, I know this is not exactly the most exciting live video, but then again, I did not exactly announce this in advance, so I'm grateful to anybody who's been kind enough to show up. Most chocolate melts between 104 and 113 should be melted soon. That's my hope. Although these are vanilla melts, which I believe are actually made from cocoa butter. Probably not even cocoa butter because it's probably cheaper not to use actual cocoa butter. So I would guess it's really no more than just your artificially sweetened confectionery stuff. Probably mostly made of hardened shortening. I know that doesn't sound very appetizing, but I'm being completely honest. You know, the stuff that, even though while Hershey's chocolate does contain real chocolate and their white chocolate does contain real cocoa butter, who knows what is in these melt things. In fact, I think I'll read off the ingredients. Vegetable oil, which includes sugar first, and vegetable oil, palm kernel oil, hydrogenated palm kernel oil, whole milk solids, whey powder, non-fat dry milk solids, artificial color, soy lecithin, salt, and artificial flavor. Yep, definitely no cocoa butter in it. Rather, it has whole milk solids, whey powder, and non-fat dry milk solids. Well, that's all right. We don't get these things really because they're healthy. We know that already. In fact, I think I'll eat a couple of them right now on camera just to prove it. Because they still taste good. You know, they're designed to look good and taste good, And they do. Okay. Maybe another minute or so. My hope is that should be that. All right. And let me try. There it is. And soy lecithin, the stuff that makes people addicted to chocolate. Yes, exactly. All right, let's see here. Turn the pan over. Want to see the bottom. Okay. Thank you very much. Let's take a look. And it has the Lodge logo on it. There it is. USA BW, I guess would be bakeware, 12C. 12 or 13C? I think it's 13C, which I guess would be their catalog number. It has a completely flat bottom. It is not like the vintage Lodge fryer that had the little stubby legs on it. It's just a nice and simple casserole pan. And again, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So, now that I've wasted everybody's time this long, better get out my gloves because that's an aluminum sheet tray and it is 200 degrees. Let's bring it out and see what we have. All right, here we are. Which means now I get to bring out one of these thingies and let's see if this works, shall we? The answer seems to be yes. Nice. Nice. Here we go. Haha. That was easy, and it's actually a very thin coating or frosting, but there we go, off to a good start. Which means, let me try this carefully. There we go. Come on, let's fill up this hole if we can. There we go. All right, there's a start. Now I better wash this off and carefully work on the other rows. And let me get this, let's see if I can do this. Oh good, it washed off okay. I was worried that it would simply harden. It means now I'll have to dry it off, you know, so that no water gets into this. And now, and in fact, I think I better turn this around. Don't mind the upside down flag, folks. There's nothing political about that. It's only because I want to try to carefully move it in this direction. And that's really no more. Spreading it like that. Ah, get away. Can't believe a fly got in here. You know, there's a good chance Mobley will actually get that. She is actually pretty good at catching flies. Okay. I'm going slowly because I don't trust myself. Damn it, fly, get out of there. There's two. Oops. And there we go. Sure enough, I goofed. Got a drop of it into the blue. There's no surprise there. Come on. Ugh. Yep, pretty much. It's going pretty much as I expected. All right. And careful, slowly, slowly. Must Be patient. Have patience. I cannot teach him. The boy has no patience. He will learn patience. Let's try this. There we go. There, that takes care of that part. Now, we wash it off again. I hope I'm not being premature, but I am actually ecstatic that this has actually worked so far. All right, wipe this off one more time. Now for the white stripes. Hey. Little by little. Then after this, I'll get out a toothpick and try to dig out that red spot from the blue field. If I really wanted to try taking a risk, I could take a toothpick and actually try putting stars made of frosting, or at least dots. Careful. I think I better wash this off. I'm seeing little bits of red. But yeah, as I said, I'm pretty sure I don't have the talent, and I'm not putting myself down, to try to put white stars into that blue field. There we go, that helped. Next. Wash this off again. I realize it's not going to be perfect. I mean, again, this is not for a baking competition, and as I've said enough times, I'm not a professional. I'm just happy it's made it this far, so I understand that there's almost certain to be flubs in it. But, all things considered, I am actually quite happy with how this has turned out so far. There we go. Slow down, slow down, slow down. This is the part where something usually happens, so let's make sure it doesn't. How am I going to do this? Let's do this. Let's take out another knife. Try to, here we go. Good, 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 good. All right. There. Now one last thing. And let me wash these things one more time. Dry this off one more time and attempt carefully, very carefully, okay, There we go. Yes, that did make a little hole, but we can cover that up. A little bit from here. A little bit from there. And with that, we're probably about as good as we can get. Haha! There we go. And with that, I'm shocked that it worked, but I'm very happy. I wonder if I'm taking too much of a risk by trying to get rid of this little bit of red. There we go, that's good enough. Okay, seriously. One little bit of red here. There, haha! Right, I'm not gonna touch it anymore. Tempting fate as it is. But there we go. Baked in a large casserole dish. We have, something's blocking it. Okay, that's why. Our 4th of July Independence Day chocolate chip cookie. Yeah, this is about one of the most artistic things I've ever done, quite frankly. I wasn't kidding when I mentioned having a lack of talent. I'm actually quite happy with this. Wow. And now I will just take a couple more pictures. And then this will go into the fridge and we will be finished. So thank you very much for watching, folks. Where's the camera app? There it is. Oh yeah, yeah. All right. And now, do I have room in the fridge? Did I remember to clear out a space? You know, I forgot to clear out a space in the fridge. So that means I better start moving things around as fast as I can in order to make all of this fit. And that's good. These things can go. Okay. We've got a couple of things. I'm not sure if you heard that. I forgot to dig out a space in the fridge. But there we go. Okay, that means into the fridge this goes till tomorrow night. I do not dare cover this because no, I don't want any plastic wrap or anything like that to ruin the stripes. So I can only hope this this entire thing doesn't. Oh, wait a second, I have another idea. The other sheet tray. Just place it over the top. And in fact, I think I'll put it over, I think I'll put it in the fridge first and then put the other sheet tray over it. So there we go. All right, so give me a second. Into the fridge it goes. All right. There we go. Thank you. And now with that, we are done. Thanks to the large casserole pan for helping to bake this cookie. The one last time, the recipe for the cookie is on my website. I have a link to it at the beginning of part 1 of this American flag cookie. It is just a very simple skillet cookie recipe that I've tweaked a little bit. The bit here with the candy melts is not in the recipe, but, well, as you can see, it wasn't very difficult. And thank you very much, everybody. Happy Independence Day, even though it's a week late. And on the other hand, when is Flag Day? Was Flag Day June 15th or July 15th? Well, either way, happy Flag Day as well. So, and especially thank you for watching, everybody. I will see you again all on Cast Iron Wednesday, where we will definitely be doing some cooking in one way or another. And it's going to involve meat one way or another. So thank you once again, folks. Have a good evening, and thank you for dropping by. Thank you as well to Granny Graham and Debbie and Chris McGee and everybody else, and Corey Clark as well. Mercy's crawling through the kitty door. All right, no more wasting time, because this whole thing has lasted more than an hour. So thank you very much, everybody. Have a good evening. Thank you for watching.